Dumelang and hello. Welcome to Sports Wrap on UJTV. Libito la ka ke Mpumelelo Dlamini, and here to kick it with you on everything trending in the streets of sports. But you know what? Keep us intact, interact with us on our social media platforms. We are UJTV on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as UJ_sport, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to use the hashtag SportsWrap. Well, I'm never alone, as I've always mentioned. On my right hand side, we have Wanawaka 012, where the English goes.
Lelo, you know what?
What's up?
I actually want to introduce myself today. Every week you do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce myself today.
It's fine.
It is your boy Cody. Donayago 012, where the English goes.
He's also known as the UJ Sheriff. And on the other side, we have the guy who's behind the gadgets and the digits. We're talking about the social media and content manager, David Soto. Mr. Barak, sir.
A very good morning to you guys and a good day to the viewers.
I'm
happy to be here.
I mean, it's all smiles morning. Highlights of the week, gentlemen. Let's get into it.
I think for myself this week, it has to be the cricket. We spoke about how Sia has been cooking this week, and the past episode we spoke about his cooking, and I think it's finally coming together. The ingredients are all together, with them advancing to the semi-final of the Black Widow tournament. So quite happy with that. I think that's my highlights. They won all their 3 games this weekend, so happy days. That's definitely my highlight of the week.
That's positive results, and we love it. Mr. Baraksa.
I think I've got 2 highlights. The first one would be the FNB player experience, obviously provided by FNB for the varsity football tournament. UJ had 3 athletes going down to Cape Town City to obviously get exposed to professional structures in terms of football, as well as just attending workshops to empower students as athletes. I think it's a good thing, obviously, to prepare them for the next step of their football journey, besides just academics. The second one would be the SPA National Champs that were held in Rustenburg. UJ had 9 players and a student team manager, as well as an assistant coach. As part of the team. But I think generally for the team being able to defend their title as they won in 2022 is a very big thing. And also obviously having the orange blood as part of the team is a good thing. I mean, like we always say, our system is on the right path, and it means we definitely are producing athletes for the next level of competitions.
100%. And just to remind us quickly, how many players make a netball team?
Hi guys.
We want to know.
To my knowledge, it's 12 players.
Sorry, 9.
Usually for tournaments, they would be traveling substitutes. But 12 players for a playing squad.
So all 9?
Yes, they usually had 9 players, both athletes who are students as well as club members.
Think about it.
100%.
Think about it. Honestly.
I am more than happy. That is a highlight.
No, absolutely, David. And I know you said to me off air, hey, it's very tricky, this one. Hey, you said that. But I'm like, the biggest thing we spoke about is Bongi's process as well. So I'm touching on all the managers. Again, 9 players in the side. Absolutely brilliant. Winning side, that's where you get the crop. You know what I mean? So with us having done so well in the varsity netball, obviously we had to get a lot of players in this next division. So yeah, no, we're absolutely happy. They're representing the Orange Army, and we'll support them.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. Don't be shy, David. Don't be shy. Say it with confidence, guys. With your chest.
A win is a win.
Well, let's have a look at this week's results.
And in this week's weekend results, starting off with football, in the ABC Motsepe League, the UJ men suffered a 1-0 loss to African All-Stars. Moving on to cricket, on Sunday, in the CGL Time Cricket, unfortunately, the Press B match against Lenasia was postponed. But otherwise, the 2 Premier League sides have shown again the dominance that they have for the past few weekends, with the Premier League A side winning against Causers by 2 wickets, and the Premier League B team winning against Alexandra Cricket Club by 78 runs. Absolutely proud of the boys, and we look forward to seeing them compete in the semi-finals.
I know very well that this past weekend was not a great weekend for us, suffering a 1-0 loss to the African All-Stars with the ABC Multiple League. But you mentioned something important, that some players within the team did get the experience the FNB experience. But what does it really bring to the team?
I think obviously we can't pick all the UJ players, but I think Richard is a senior player. Going there, he was able obviously to come back and share the information back down to the team. I think the experience opens you as an athlete to perhaps higher structures and a different way of doing things. Then you can come back and improvise and see if it can work for your current system or not. But I think the ABC Multiple League game, obviously an unfortunate loss again at home, for the boys. But I think we had a competitive game. We unfortunately conceded in the 49th minute just after halftime. So I'm curious what the coach said to the boys in the change room, the opposition coach. But we conceded that goal. Richard advanced obviously out of the goal post in an attempt to close the space to the attacker, but I think they were quite aware and they shifted the ball to the last pole, and that's how we were beaten. But like I always say, it's a marathon. We still have 30 plus games to go. So I do believe we will be able to pick up, It's a learning curve as well. We just have to do it better the next time. I mean, we can't, obviously keep donating points.
That is 100%. And also, just looking at ABC Multiple League, Hollywood Beds, and now we have COSAFA. It's a COSAFA week. And the lady is also doing amazing. We have the Basitana, we have the Banyana Banyana. What are you looking forward to?
You know what? It's the second leg that I'm looking forward to. But just to touch base on what happened in the first leg with the Basitana, the girls went out. We call them scholars. But definitely when they're on the pitch, it's something different. The way they move, the way they operate, they definitely don't operate like scholars. The two sisters in Adriela and Sandra, they went out again, and rather an unfortunate result in terms of a draw, because we know we're better than what we produced. Absolutely proud of their performance on the day. So if I'm looking forward to something, it's definitely their next leg against Burundi.
100%. And gentlemen, I just want to know, now that we have our following games within COSAFA precisely, what are you looking forward to? Are you guys also building that same excitement that we used to build with the women's varsity football?
Definitely, we have to give the same energy to all tournaments. I mean, we are sports people in sports after all. But I think, in my view, Bagana are doing fairly okay. I mean, looking at how the first game went and the talks around that game in terms of how the squad was assembled, But I think because of it, the girls won one, lost one, and they still have one more game to go before the semifinals are decided. So I think they're doing very well. They just need to obviously make sure that they win the next game, and then we can, go fight in the playoffs. I mean, we're playing on home soil, so we need to make sure that something stays.
David, ticket. Talk to the colleagues. Tickets.
No, actually, there are free tickets being given to the masses. So I can't confirm the collection points right now, but definitely at UJTV campus, you can collect your tickets until the 11th of October. So you will get tickets.
Thank you, my friend.
Just have a look out on all our social media platforms for any information. If you want to say good at the stadiums, make sure to be there. Well, gentlemen, let's leave football a bit and run into the world of cricket. Exciting. It's a bat against the ball. It's shin pads. It's everything.
Lila, you get better with cricket every week. Eh? I'm proud of you. So with the cricket, like I mentioned earlier in my highlight of the week, very proud of the work that the boys have put in. We played another competitive side this week, Kosa. They've got about 3 professional players that play in that side. So we absolutely demolished them again. T20 overs. We played at their home ground. We bowled them out for 108, which is quite amazing for the boys that we played with, because we're playing with a lot of high school boys that are coming into the system. To bowl them out for 108 and chase it in 18.5 overs, absolutely brilliant. And the second team, which is also competing in the Black Widow competition, I think they were just a clutch above
Yeah.
their opponents. They played against Alex and they scored 118 20 overs. That's a strike rate of about, if I'm thinking correctly, my calculations, the strike rate of about 8.9. That's crazy. Abel Mukwena scoring 50, one of the new boys that we recruited from Cape Town. And we won that game by 76 runs. So absolutely brilliant from the boys. The cricketers are coming. I think they're joining the rest of the Orange Army. Everyone else is doing their bit in terms of getting the W's and performing well and representing the badge. And I think finally, Coach Sia Sibia has found the missing ingredient to the whole recipe, and now it's coming all together. It's good, and now looking forward to the semi-finals, which will be played at the Wanderers Cricket Stadium. So as soon as we have all of that, please, again, on the social medias, David will inform us. So
Tell him a ticket.
no. Entrance free for all.
That's good.
Nice.
That's
Yes,
good.
so
I just want to add on that. I think obviously with the season having recently started, I
Mm.
think this is quite a good build-up as well for the
Yes.
cricket team. Knowing that we've got USA cricket in December, so the ability to win and play and shift into a different pro tournament as well is good, because you coming in with game time and still fresh on your legs and on your betting hands. So I think that's good.
You know what I love about this topic? The fact that we currently have the World Cup, the Cricket World Cup.
Yes.
And all we have from UJ is just results.
Results. Oh, yes, absolutely.
And it's 100 and spirit uplifting. We will try by all means to also keep you informed with some of these games. But be on the lookout on all our social media platforms for all of those results. Gentlemen, Women Crush Wednesdays.
Eish.
Women Crush Wednesdays.
Bella, we've got a lot of serious athletes at UJ, hey?
Yeah.
It's an institution of nothing but excellence.
Oh.
Reimagine the future.
Couldn't have said it better. I've actually got two, hey, David. I'm on
Fancy.
fire this week. I mean, Lilo, you did say we've got a lot of serious athletes, women athletes at UJ at the moment. So I've got two. And you spoke about Richard with the varsity football experience in Cape Town. I'm going to talk about Lusanda Mavundla. First of all, she's a first year. And for her to walk into the side and actually make the team for this Cape Town experience was absolutely brilliant. Speaking to her also, very humble. You can tell, very young, excited about life, excited about the prospects of what football has for her. And she gets into the side and she's on a flight to Cape Town to experience what playing at the next level is. So definitely one of my Crush Wednesdays. And Aisha Mudli.
Musa,
yes, Aisha Musa. She's been in the side. She's shown us over and over and over again, and she's become ever reliable for the team. So I'm happy to see her getting that as well. And I'm sure coming back into Hollywood Bets, she's going to put all of that knowledge with all of her experience back into the team. So women's football, they're taking my Women Crush Wednesday this week.
Hala. Just remind us quickly, how many men of the match did she get during the women's varsity football?
Player of the match, she got 3.
Around about 3.
She got 3
I
and she
think,
scored 6 goals.
No, 5 goals.
5 goals.
Yeah.
And she was crowned the overall player of the tournament.
Mamela, and she's a
Definitely.
first year.
Yeah.
I know ways. I'm
And
sending love.
And she got the Golden Boot Award. So, I mean, kuning,
When we talk about nothing is impossible until it's possible.
There we go. It's my Crush Wednesday.
The future reimagined for Mavunga. I think for me, it would be Nomfundum Komezulu. If you check during varsity netball, a lot of people were asking, where they call it Logoloza. Oh, put logo. But I mean, obviously there are rules. So because of the age rule, she couldn't play. But that doesn't mean she's out of the limelight in terms of participation. She has made the netball Fast 5 team. That's coming in 50 days. Counting from today. So I think her being able to still get game time, at the national level is good, And I mean, Fast 5 netball is just about obviously sort of like making the games a bit more faster and more TV friendly to keep the target market engaged, The ultimate aim of the Fast 5 is to raise the sports profile, and also to obviously attract spectators and potential sponsors. So I think Nomfundo in the UGA badge making a national team again for a different division is good, because it says, she's still a competitive athlete, even though she's not playing what people would have liked her to play. So she's my crush Wednesday because I think she's been out of the limelight from USA, which was in July. And this is just to say,
you see, something about called when we say there's no age limit in sports.
Yeah, no.
A true testament to that.
Definitely.
And gentlemen, do you know anything about gymnastics? Let's know. Or gymnastics.
All I know is that there's no bones there. Different level, right?
Well, we're talking about Caitlin
Roskrantz. Yeah.
Qualifying for the 2024.
I think for a student of her caliber, I mean, Caitlin is a UJ student, she's studying a BCom in marketing, and she's doing her second year. And we obviously have to, the young generation say give flowers.
Yes. Plant, my brother.
Where they are due. It's very good for her, obviously, for her career. She's still very young. So to obviously be competing at an international level already, that says a lot about her performance as an athlete. And we have to also give it to her technical team, the coaches and the support system she has, And she also won an award at the UJ Sports Awards in 2022, as an entry-level athlete into the UJ Awards. So I think that's very good for her to qualify, and we can only expect better and better from her as she grows and going forward.
And I'm getting very, very I can't predict any more about who's gonna win what during the internal UJ Sports Awards. I am very skeptical.
I think she's also gonna take my woman crush.
I'm just well deserved.
Well deserved. No, absolutely.
Well deserved. I think the awards are still far-fetched right now in terms of predictability. We haven't received the nominations. The process is still yet to start. I think, though, it's going to be very competitive. I did say, I think, in the first episode, we've got a lot of teams who have been making the finals in various competitions. We've got athletes who have made national collabs and provincial collabs, So the category is going to be very strict, but it's going to be very interesting to see who are the finalists for the awards in November.
And we will definitely keep you up to date with those ones. Guys, we're going to get those dresses so tailored, the suit. We'll make sure to bring you along. But gentlemen, futsal. We talk about football, indoor football, this coming weekend.
Another one that tries to get the crowd involved. Indoor soccer, it's five-a-side, very fast-paced, move around quickly. It's also good for all the other athletes in terms of them trying to get their fitness up. So when I heard about it, actually, I was quite excited. I thought to myself, I'm also jumping in. David, let's go.
How are you gonna play?
I'm playing. Five-a-side, fast-paced, ball moving around, a lot of action, a lot of entertainment around us. Yeah. So absolutely excited for that. I'm actually very, very excited and keen, looking forward to it.
This actually brings me back to our internal league with the gentlemen taking place currently, where we have semi-finalists and quarter-finalists.
Hi, well, guys. I think
touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject. Guys, you guys are making us talk about the difficult things here. The UJ Men's Staff League was obviously, unfortunately, knocked out in the semi-finals on penalties. After drawing 0-0. It was a tough game, I believe. Just the kicks from the sport are very. You can't predict them. But I think because it was the first time participating as staff members in the league, it's a good start. So next season,
coming better.
But on that futsal subject, I just want to say it also speaks to the variation of UJ sport in terms of the codes they offer. I mean, obviously we are more inclined to the top five, which is football, netball, athletics, hockey, and but also knowing that UJ has futsal, has e-sport, and gymnastics, we do recognize, Caitlin. The variation is a very good selling point as well to potential athletes and student athletes who saying, whatever you play, chances are we have it. So on Friday we'll be in Soweto. We're playing against Vets, and it's a Joburg derby by virtue of that. So stay tuned for more information. We will bring you all the sauce.
All the sauce.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're gonna win.
Confidence.
It's the first time I see him with all this confidence. I'm sure we are gonna win.
I can't tell you where I take it from, but I spoke to Coach Bongim this morning.
A a true champ.
Sauce.
And gentlemen, just my highlight of the week, we can give it to the ladies football under 20. Becoming champs of champs. We come back from it, reigning champions, and now we're still champions once again. That penalty shootout was a very traumatizing one. Once again, UJ finds itself in another penalty shootout in the final. And fortunately, this time it's a gold medal.
Yeah. I think the most interesting thing was the under 20 girls team played the same opponent in the final, resulted in the same scoreline, and won the tournament in the same way. 2022, same opponent, same scoreline at full time, and won the tournament on penalties.
That's actually very touching.
Now we can use the same saying that lightning will strike in the same place.
But also, I'm sorry, Lelo. This one is for you, actually. Same thing with varsity football men's. This very same thing happened. Same result.
Same place.
Same place.
Same team.
Same team.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me today. And siyabonga lapha emakhaya for joining us today and tuning into today's show. Well, please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We are UJ_sport as well as UJTV using the hashtag #SportsRap. Thank you very much for joining me. And my name is Mpumelelo Dlamini. Until the next time, Sinbona. Sizonbona. Goodbye.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.